Hey guys, Mistmaster1 here, and welcome back to more Let's Play Kingdom Hearts Final Mix HD Proud Level 1. Last time we explored Traverse Town, really couldn't get any leads, and then we were ambushed by Leon, who ultimately knocked us out, and we woke up here, and we've learned a fair bit of deal of what's going on here. You know, the enemies are the Heartless, this little weapon we have, the Keyblade, is the source of, things that could potentially, put an end to them. They have fear of it. We have a lot of power with this weapon. And Goofy and Donald are next door with Aerith in the side conversation they were having while Yuffie and Leon were talking to us, so let's go talk to them. Keyblade can supposedly unlock almost anything. You're bound to run across treasure chests and other locks. Try it out. We already did that. Let's just go on forward. Yes, I'm ready. Let's go. Yuffie, let's go join Aerith. She should be there now. I can't talk. She should be there now. She should be there by now with the other visitors. God, that was so hard. Leon! What? Oh no. It's one of those things from earlier.
Go!
Yuffie!
Sora, let's go.
Leon just chucked that guy out the window. Paper Donald. They should make that game. Actually, no. Never mind. Don't bother with the small fry, find the leader. Let's go. So these little guys are known as soldiers. They're a different type of Heartless from the other ones, which are called Shadows, and they're actually a bit rough to fight. We'll get into them later, as we will have a forced encounter with them relatively soon. So for the time being, I'm just going to ignore everything, and I'm actually going to go back to the first district for a little bit. Might be throwing off a few people because what you're ultimately meant to do is go to the third district at this point, but there's a couple things I want to do first. Something that not a lot of people know about, actually. You can find the characters, the Final Fantasy characters, in the first district. The first district is secure. If you run into trouble, come back here. Okay. It will be secure for the rest of the game. There was only that, brief period, and, the last part where the Heartless invaded. Hey, Aerith. So you're the Keyblade Master. Please be careful, and if you talk to Aerith, she actually gives you a Mega Potion. So you're the Keyblade Master. She says something else. Oh, maybe not. If I don't know if I'll get the chance to say it, or she'll say it, or whatever. Okay, there it is. I hope they're safe, and Sora's like, who? But of course she doesn't tell us, so... We should obviously know who it is from an audience perspective, but Sora has no idea yet. The first district is all clear, but I don't know about the third district. And that's meant to hint at you saying, hey, go to the third district. So that's what we're gonna do now. But I mostly came by here to pick up, pick up the Mega Potion that Aerith gives you. And if you go back in the accessory shop and talk to Sid, and you go like, hey, let's chat, he's like, nothing much to talk about. And that's literally it. And it's like, okay, bye, Sid. So now we're gonna go to the third district after a little bit of a wait. And we're going to have something interesting happen very, very shortly. Again, kind of like what Leon said earlier, ignore the small fry, find the leader. We will find the leader in the third district, so let's get there. We went through this path last time, there was nothing here before, but there will be something here now. Also, now would be a great time, if you still have not done so, and to equip any potions you have. If you have up to 3 grade, you'll probably want them for this next little segment coming up. Hey! Oh no.
Gosh, are these the Heartless guys?
Let's go get him!
That ended well. Oh no! Oh! What a way for them to meet each other. What the? And it is time for our first group fight with Donald and Goofy, and I'm gonna let Donald do all the work, because he has fire magic, and he obliterates all of these soldiers very quickly. But, for the sake of showing what they actually do, they have various other attacks. They dash at you, they will do a spinning attack, various other things, they'll just taunt you, they'll do that's the spinning attack like so, and there's only one left. They're actually making... Ow. I didn't want to have to use a potion so early, but I mean, whatever, man. Hopefully that's the only one I'll have to use, but You know, they're pretty rough. You want to get rid of them as quick as possible. If you use the triangle button, it makes your party members attack. That's how I was getting Donald to shoot fire so sporadically. What is that thing? Well, if you couldn't guess it, this is the leader. This is our first real boss fight we could actually die in. This is guard armor. And this could actually be a pain for a lot of first-time players. First thing you're going to want to do is just wait a minute, and what you're going to want to do is try to parry like this, and then hit it and try to stun it as many times as you can. You want to block various attacks, jump right here when it's charging at you, do finishers like so. Work on the hands. The hands are the most annoying part of this boss fight. Okay, wait for it, jump at the right time, and after 2 stuns, hopefully I can knock him down. Actually, I didn't. Okay, this is a little bit of a problem, but at least I can show you what the hands are like. Okay, there's 1 hand down. If you stun him twice in a row, he will get knocked down. But the hands on their own are pretty irritating, as you see right there. They do not have very much health, so I advise you get rid of them as quick as you can. Oh, Jesus. Okay. This fight can be a little hectic. Is he doing anything? Oh, no. Sometimes he can form his hands back together as such. Right there, he's not going to do anything because we got rid of the last of the hands. They can do various spinning attacks. You just want to be fairly aggressive with this guy, not so much so that you're not paying attention to everything that's going on, especially when he separates his torso from the feet and the hands and all that, because the torso can lunge at you when you're not paying attention. The feet can just charge after you. I believe the feet can also do that sort of like diving attack. I find it funny here because he can choose to actually have the feet come back to him or separate again, and the only thing he can really do... Oh no. Okay, that was a close parry right there. The only thing he can really do when the feet are together is separate them again, so in like 5 seconds he'll bring them back and then separate again. It's pretty silly. You also need to get rid of all the other parts before you can actually fight the torso, and as you can see there, once you get him down to the torso, he's pretty simple. Not too hard of a boss fight, just be careful. Obtain the accessory Brave Warrior.
So, you were looking for me?
They too have been seeking the wielder of the Keyblade.
Hey, why don't you come with us? We can go to other worlds on our vessel.
I wonder if I could find Riku and Kairi.
Of course.
Are you sure?
Who knows? But we need them to come with us to help us find the kid.
Sora, go with them. Especially if you want to find your friends.
Yeah, I guess.
But you can't come along looking like that. Understand?
Oh?
No frowning, no sad face, okay?
Yeah, you gotta look funny, like us. Yup. Whoa.
Yes, but ones on happy faces.
Happy?
Do you guys remember when I said Erev's smile from last episode was creepy? And I said I take that back. That's why.
That's one funny face.
That looked horrifying. What are you
Okay, why
talking
not?
about?
I'll go with you guys.
Double duck.
Name's Goofy.
I'm Sora.
All for one, one for all.
We have now officially united with Donald and Goofy, and we have our team of 3.
That little squirt took down that Heartless. Who'd have thought it?
Such is the power of the Keyblade. The child's strength is not his own.
Why don't we turn him into a Heartless? That'll settle things quick enough.
And the brat's friends are the king's lackeys.
What on the ice? They're all built rats by the look of them.
You're no prize yourself.
Shut up!
Enough! The Keyblade has chosen him. Will it be he who conquers the darkness? Or will the darkness swallow him? Either way, he could be quite useful.
So as we saw there, there's actually a big group of Disney villains spying on us while we go through our little adventure here, and something tells me we're gonna have to confront each and every one of them as time goes on. But anyway, make sure you're prepared for the journey ahead of you. We don't know how far the Heartless have spread. Check out the shops here, they've got some pretty neat stuff. This is from all of us, and very nicely of the game, we get 500 money. Spend it as you see fit. And if you defeated Leon earlier in that little confrontation before we fainted, we get this. We get another elixir. That's really nice to have. Good luck. I hope you find your friends. Thanks, guys. Look out for each other. Keep your spirits up. The gummy ship is outside that gate. Gummy ship. You can teleport to the gummy ship from save points. Open the save menu and select gummy ship. Not all save points let you board the gummy ship. The what? That's our ship. Wait till you see it. Hold on. Sora, this is for you, huh? Obtain the power of fire. Learn the magic spell fire. Isn't that nice? Select magic to cast spells. To cast quickly, assign spells to shortcut buttons in the customized menu. Casting spells consumes MP. Using ethers or striking enemies replenishes MP. Now you can use magic too, just like Donald was using that little fight before guard armor. Goofy, give him the other thing. The what? You know. Oh yeah. And we learn our next ability, Dodge Roll. Technically we already had one, which was EXP 0, but the first official ability that we've learned is Dodge Roll. Activate abilities by equipping them. Some abilities are used by pressing square, others work automatically, as sort of like a passive in your sort of combat. Equip them in the abilities menu, activating them requires AP. Abilities allow you to do all sorts of things. Guess we should look for them along the way, huh? Okay, is that it? Let's get going. Not till we're ready. Well, I see big adventures coming their way. Looks like it's up to me to keep track of it all in my journal. Yeah, Jiminy joined us at the start, and here we go. We now have the full deal. Our full party, Sora, Donald, and Goofy, and now our whole inventory is loaded up more. And a neat little addition is the journal that Jiminy's carrying around. These are chronicles. The chronicles of various characters, basically covers the story of, or like gives a little known fact about certain characters. Okay, that's just an example. I'm not going to go into each and everything. This thing right here is a shadow. Those were the basic enemies we saw earlier, and these were the soldiers that we fought in the 3rd district. And as you see here, Darkseid, like I mentioned before, the first Heartless we encountered, and the second Heartless we encountered was Guard Armor. These will be filled up as the game progresses, but I will not be looking at the journal much more in terms of the characters and the chronicles. We will have other sort of parts to the journal, which I will cover in more detail as the game goes on. And yes, I bet I'm going to get at least one person to say this: Goofy is level 2. You cannot do anything in order to prevent Goofy from leveling up, at least to level 2, because Donald is level 1, Sora is level 1, but the amount of EXP Goofy it requires to level up to level 2 is already too much by the time we can equip EXP 0, so don't say, oh, it's not level 1. As long as Sora is level 1, that is the definition of a level 1 playthrough. Oh, hey, what's this? Hey, look at this mark. Hey, we saw that in the last episode. I wonder what it is. This is a Trinity mark. They appear in many places, only the blue ones react in the beginning. Sora, Donald, and Goofy can perform various Trinity moves beside these marks. And let's test it out. And this is our first blue Trinity of the game, located right next to the world exit of Traverse Town. And as you can see, it gives us a fair bit of money. And there's actually a few of these in the place that I want to look out for before we actually leave, because if you go right here, this is the world exit, we can leave the world and actually go into space, but more on that later. If you come right over here, we can actually find our second blue Trinity right in front of the item shop over here. And by doing so, we actually teleport ourselves to an upper story, and inside, this little chest we find actually contains a postcard. And remember earlier when I said we'll collect postcards later for that thing? Well, we're gonna scrounge up a few things in Traverse Town before we actually end off the episode. What's going on, guys? How's it going, guys? That's what I'm asking. Hope you find your friends, thanks. Leon, you got something to say? There are Dalmatians named Pongo and Perdita living in the 2nd District. Yeah, we met them earlier. What's wrong? They're quite upset. These Dalmatians, they've lost their puppies. Squall can't stop worrying about them. Call me Leon. I don't know why he insists on Leon more, because Squall is his actual name from the original game he was in, Final Fantasy VIII, but whatever. Sora, would you look for the puppies? Help them out? Yeah. So they're, in case you didn't actually find the sort of house that they were in earlier, then they'll flat out tell you should go to the 2nd District to check it out. Huey, Dewey, and Louie's item shop. I still don't know if that's... I think that's their names. I'm gonna feel so stupid if it's not. You can actually target the fan right here, and if you hit it, I don't know how you would figure that out. You get another postcard. There's a total of 10 postcards throughout this place, but only 6 of them are possible to get at this point in time. So I'm just gonna quickly run through this district until... and just run through the town until we actually have all the postcards. Speaking of which, I should have done this earlier. We can equip Dodge Roll now, 1 AP. See, that costs 1 AP. We have 3 total AP, and we have 2 left now that we have 1 AP being used to use Dodge Roll. And we have a nice little movement tech here we can use to get around places quicker. Next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna lift this crate right here, and we're actually gonna throw it over to this side over here, get on top of this building, and then maneuver very carefully around the side. We can find this little chest right here. And this contains the 3rd postcard that we can get out of the 6 that are currently accessible, 3rd out of 10 total. Next one is actually located in this little thing right here. I didn't examine this earlier. You get another postcard. If you tried to examine this anytime before, you actually couldn't open it. So now that it's an opportune time, and we're going to collect postcards, there's the 4th one that we need. Up here, there's this chest I mentioned in the last episode as well. Come up here. Boots and shoes, brand boots and shoes. How nice. Get yourself the 5th postcard out of 6. And now I'm actually going to explore a few more areas in a little bit more detail, because now that we've defeated Guard Armor, there's no Heartless that'll spawn in this area until we leave the world the next time. So now these rooms are open. These were the hotel rooms that Dalton, Goofy, and Sora respectively were in. If we go into the red room now that it's accessible to us, we can get ourselves another Pretty Stone, which we can sell off for later for about 100 money, I believe. But we also can access this little place in the alleyway on upper floor that I don't believe we could have accessed earlier, or if we could, it was, you know, more difficult to do so. Because there's a few more things over here. We see 2 chests. Can I get over there, please? Okay. That was a little tricky. Get ourselves yet another Pretty Stone. And down here, get ourselves a potion, which is nice because I actually had to use a potion during that last encounter. So now we're fully stocked again. Also, oh nice, Goofy kept his ether. Your party members do start with items, but they will obviously use them up if they're in danger, especially during that last encounter we have. Do your best to save up on as many ethers as possible. You can stock your party's items by just highlighting stock over their particular item. And hold on to ethers for as long as you can. If you go over this way right here, you'll actually see there's a little metal grate right here. And if you look in the water right here, there is a red Trinity mark, but we can't do anything like with that right now. And that way leads to the Dalmatian house that we were in earlier. It's just a longer pathway there. So now let's quickly do a little shortcut to get up to higher ground, and let's leave the hotel now. There's only a few more things I want to do. We'll probably be ending this episode in about 3 or so minutes, but until then, let's just keep going. Right here, let's climb this little ledge right here, and there's a chest over there. I don't know how exactly it's intended that you get this thing, but obviously the way I just did it there is the best way to handle it for now. At this point in the game, we can get ourselves a Mega Potion. Yo, Leon! You made it here rather fast. What's going on, dude? This is the puppy's home. Ah, right, we were in there earlier. When their world disappeared, they were torn away from their family and scattered to other worlds. I I bet the little guys are terrified. They must be. Sora, I'm counting on you. Like I said, a huge side quest with that later on where we can actually find all 99 Dalmatians. But again, more on that later. Actually, more on that in the starting in the next episode. But again, more on that later. Now what I want to do is go to the Gizmo shop and have a little shortcut through this little place here. We were here earlier in, I believe it was, what, episode... Yeah, last episode, but we didn't really do anything. Earlier, I forgot to show you this, but this ladder would not be here earlier on. The ladder would be here all mangled and everything, but now that you have defeated guard armor, you can actually come up here. So let's go up to the upper level of the Gizmo shop. Another red trinity, but it's blocked off as well. Huh. Can't be super important, surely. But mostly the reason is because this route is now accessible after you've done the events in the first visit to Traverse Town. Get ourselves another mithril shard here. But more importantly, we can come through this little entrance to the 3rd district. And if you come over here, this was the little balcony that Donald and Goofy were at when we came through the main door to the 3rd district. And right here, we can find our 6th postcard that we can get in Traverse Town, and all the postcards we can get at this point in time in Traverse Town. One more thing, in the 3rd district, you might have seen this earlier, but there's actually another blue trinity that we can get. So we're going to activate that now. This is the 3rd one. It's on this little ramp in the 3rd district of Traverse Town. Get some money as a reward, and a camping set, which is actually... A camping set, which is the first instance of these sort of menu items, restores all HP and 3 MP to all party members, and you can only use it from the menu. It's a basic form of a restoration. Like, it's basically a save point in an item, except it only does 3 MP instead of all of your MP. This was currently closed off before, but now we can actually examine this now that there's nothing bothering us, and create a shortcut right back to the 1st district. And that's pretty much everything that we can do in Traverse Town at this point in time. We could buy some items now that we have a reasonable amount of money, or even some accessories from Sid's place. But I think I'm gonna actually leave it at there. We've done Oh, no, I'm stupid. Now that we have the 6 postcards, we're gonna deliver them. I almost forgot to do this. Deliver the 1st postcard, we get ourselves a cottage, which is like the camping set except it fully heals you. 2nd postcard, get another mithril shard. 3rd postcard, mega potion, items we've seen before. 4th card will actually give you a mega ether, which is like a mega potion, except it applies to your MP, which if I haven't explained already, mega potions heal the entire party, or any mega items for that matter heal the entire party, but depending on what mega item it is, it does different things. 5th postcard is a mithril, like we found in the green room there, and the 6th one is an elixir. So already we can have ourselves 3 elixirs before we even leave Traverse Town, which is pretty huge. And just like before, they said the world exit will take us to the gummy ship, which we can use to travel to other worlds, which we'll do next time on Let's Play Kingdom Hearts Final Mix HD Level 1 Proud. This has been a fairly long video, but now the videos, I'm going to try my best not to have them be super long. I usually only like videos to be 15 to 20 minutes, like the last few have been, but plot and stuff and other things. But anyway, I will see you guys in the next episode. We finally have our party together. We can start setting out and doing stuff in this game. Thank you very much for watching this episode. I've been Mistmaster1, and I will see you guys in episode 7. See you later.